Well, no, go back. Go back. Okay, I just got back from Tractor Supply and got all this lime, but also these came in today. Oh, upside down. This one for Katie's door, her gate. Katee Bug. And this one just to put on the trim right above the doorway feed room. I'm gonna go put those up. Then I'm gonna get on my lawnmower, come around and try to get this done. These are 50-pound bags, so they're gonna be kind of heavy. All right, we'll see y'all in a second. I'm gonna start with 2 bags. I'm gonna start with 2 bags. They're heavy. That's 100 pounds on the front of my lawnmower. I'm gonna carry those around, bust them with my hoe and my garden rake and try to just rake it in. See what happens, and then I'll come back and get 2 more. Maybe I'll get the last 3, I don't know, but they're heavy to get down in here. And they're gonna be heavy to get off. Well, no, go back. Go back. This is not gonna work right here. This is 2 bags. It's not gonna go 5 bags will not go very far. I'm gonna try to work my way right here and then over in front of the goats, the gate to the goats, which is right there. And then I'll have to think of something else because this is gonna take way too much. And I gotta get the gate closed before she tries to come out. Give me a second. All right, this is my first time using the automatic. There it goes. So I got one of these for Dad and Daniel for Christmas. And then I got me one. They're not cheap, but they're not real, they're not expensive, but they're not real cheap either. So I had to wait a couple of weeks and I ordered mine. I think I'm gonna try to get all the boys one eventually. Because I don't know if anybody else in the family even has them. Buddy could use one. They got the tractor, they got the lawnmower. Lester could use one. So I'm thinking for their birthdays. And it was so simple. I put 4 batteries in this part right here. And I don't even have the lid screwed on. That lid is, the lid to the actual gas can is right here. But you have to take that off. It also had a net in it, that like for debris, which is awesome. But you couldn't get the nozzle to drop all the way down into the gas because of the basket. That little basket thing right there. So I had to cut that out. Anyway, now it's just dropped in there dangling and it's sucking up all this gas. Although I don't want to get all that much because I want this I mainly want this for the generators if we have to use them if we lose power during the freeze. So I'm gonna turn it off. It all drains back down. Look at it draining back down. Got a little bit of a bubble right there. I'm gonna lift it up, and it went back into the gas can, and that'll give me enough gas to do these last couple of. This is like a really awesome little thing, and you got this little thing, this little holder on the back side. Just pull this out real slow. There we go. That's it. And it's got several gas can lids, these little lids that could fit different gas cans. But I'm not going to change out the lid because I just sat it inside the can. I didn't screw it actually down on the can. And then I'm just going to put this nozzle back on it. Oh my gosh, it did use it. It did it fast because this wasn't quite 5 gallons, but it don't weigh nothing now. Shoot, that was a lot of gas, more than I planned on using. It went fast. Look at, can y'all see the jiggle? It filled it almost up. Oh my gosh. All right, well, that was more gas than I planned to use. I guess I'll be headed across the street for, I wanted to have a gas can full and ready in case we lose power next week on that Monday and that Tuesday. Anyway, I'm gonna get these last 3 lime bags loaded on here and take them around. But yeah, y'all seen, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take way more than what. This was $20 worth of wine. Well, I don't drink wine. This was $20 worth of lime. And I really, at this moment, don't know. I've had a couple of comments this morning when I did my video sitting in the car when I took Debbie yesterday. And I was talking about how I looked it up. And I've had a couple of comments this morning from people that said it does work. So I don't know. We're going to see. I'm not breathing it in. I'm dropping it, and then I'm busting it, and then I shake it, and then I step back and let the kind of the air just blow it, but it's not blowing on me. It's blowing away from me. Anyway, I'm going to get these next 3 bags loaded and busted over there, and I don't know, we'll see how it looks when it's done, but I feel like I'm just going to end up putting at least 2 of these in front of the goat's gate, so it'll dry that muck up. If that's what it's going to do, I hope that's what it does. But there's no way it's going to dry up where I can like drive through it on this tractor. I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see. And we'll see in a minute. All right, I got 1 bag left. I think I'm going to put it right there in that little spot there. I've got 2 bags over there in front of the goat. The goat gate's right there. I mean, this is the side of the wall, so you can see the goat gate's right there. So that gives them a trail in, hopefully. But I have a pile of shingles. See that pile of shingles right there? Oh, there's a roll of barbed wire too. But that pile of shingles was Buddy and Steph's, what was left. Actually, there was more than that because we've used them several times. I mean, I've used a few on different projects. But that was what was left over when their house was built. They got stacked right here. And I've randomly used some. But I just threw 2 right here so I could walk that way with that. These are heavy, and it's taking a lot for me to... She's over here, or she was over here. I had to call her when the Prime people stopped. All right. Anyway, Amazon just dropped off over at Buddy and Staff's, and she wouldn't get off the... He's like, I'm gonna stand up here out of the muck, and Jensen, typical boy, walking through the muck. Anyway, they wouldn't let Luna and Minky both are barking at her, and so I had to call them over here so she could get off her truck. Anyway, I put 2 down there, and it actually does help with walking. So I got to thinking, once I get this last one dumped right there in that spot right there, you can see that Molly's already walked in it. Look how deep it is. Those are big, deep holes. Some of those holes are 6 or 7 inches deep of this nastiness. So it's going to take way more than this. This is maybe a good idea. Maybe if you had, I don't know, can you get this in like truckloads? Like, can you call the dump truck person? Like, could I call David and say, could you just bring me a truckload of lime? I don't know if that can be done or not. And I don't even know how, because it wasn't really expensive, but $20 for 5 bags, in a way, that's kind of expensive. I just thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking solidify, like it was going to become this. I knew it wasn't going to become concrete, but I just had a different version of what my mind was saying this was going to look like. So you need way more than 5. It would probably need about 30 bags just right here. Honestly, just in this general spot right here. That's not talking about out there, which it's not as bad out there because this is where the water tends to, it's a low spot here. The water runs down my driveway all the way back to here. And then now it's really not going any further because it's just like it's becoming a hole here. And it needs, I'm just going to have sand. I'm going to have sand and then maybe some kind of crushcrete or something brought in here that keeps it hard all the time. I don't think I can have a slab poured here. I don't know how a dump truck would get back here with a, I know you see them do houses and sometimes they're on the sides of the roads and they've got that long, like that track thing that it comes out. And then sometimes they got the hose on it and there's that long hose that goes forever. And then they just sort of walk and spread it like this with a hose, big old hose. I don't know if any of our local, I don't know. We've never had anybody have to do that. I mean, every time any of us wanted concrete poured for anything, the big truck comes and he puts them pieces together that flop out to become like a track and it just pours out and we walk it and put it where we need it to be with, with the rakes and stuff. So I don't know, but I don't really want to spend that kind of money. I'd rather just have a load of something brought, dumped over there by Tony's, and then Daniel or Jake or Dad even can just bring it and dump it and bring it and dump it as I need it, like they have that big pile up there. Now right now it's that asphalt stuff. Sometimes it's just crushcrete. It just depends on what kind of money we can all, well, not me because I don't live up there, but what kind of money everybody can scrape together to have a pile of stuff just sitting there for when they need to fill a hole. That's what it kind of comes down to. So I would just need one pile of something and just use it gradually, just, putting it where I need it, because I need some here. And that second gate out there, the very first gate I ever had that locked them up here, and it's open back right against the fence right there, but that's a low spot there too. It needs something filled in right there. So anyway, I'm going to put this last bag here, and I may even put some of these shingles laying in it, just maybe to catch some more nastiness before they kick it all over the place. Anyway, all right, I'll see you in a second. Hey, let's go in the feed room. Oh, this is the feed room. Oh, that's little Katee Bug's gate. And there's the goat house with all the goats. They just had snacks. Katee eats across the fence from Molly. Katee puts her nose through and pulls hay through. I've given her, look, she's got a block of hay right there, but she would rather eat. That's cute. And nobody's headbutting her, nobody's kicking her. She's just eating in peace right next to Molly. Although I think baby girl's eating out there with them too. She's on the other side of Molly. Oh, so out here, I need to pick up my hoe. There's those two that I laid down earlier so I could walk. And then you can already see it turn. It's not white anymore. It's turning gray because it's soaking up the water. But I put 3 of those shingles. Oh, there's already goat poop on it right there. And it's really hard underneath that. At least it's a little softer that out there than it actually was right up against the building. So I put that there just for precaution. There's lime underneath it, but that made it just felt sturdy and hard, and the goats aren't going to smash it down. Like Molly, if Molly comes over here and stands like she does and looks in at them, then, what is that? Oh, it's a piece of tape. I don't know where they got that. Oh, leave me alone, you guys. I don't have nothing else for you. I may put a tarp up here. This is the north side. And if they're down below, they're not going to get wind. But it might help just to go ahead and tarp it. I don't know. I don't know if I will, but I thought about it. If they're down behind there laying, they're not going to get the wind or anything from the cold. I mean, it's going to be cold regardless. So, I don't know. I may tarp it. I may not. Anyway, I think I'm going to go in and eat about a lunch. And, I need David to come and take that golf cart out of here and bring me my other lawnmower. So my other lawnmower is a 0-turn. He's had it for a while. He was trying to find a new deck for it. But I told him not to worry about the deck. I don't need to. I mow with this one. If I could have the other one, because this one doesn't have. Now there are 2 holes right there. I might. Could get those U's. I don't know what they're called. They're shaped like a U, and they've got threads on the ends, and you stick it. You sort of kind of stick it in there and thread it, and then it would just stick out. If I did that, I could probably pull this cart with it. But the other lawnmower, I already had like this tiny little little ball on the. There's this cracked one. These were not made near as good as those little blue ones. This one's cracked. And this one is completely, look at that. But the little blue ones are still holding up. And then that big black one down there is holding up. That one came from Tractor Supply, but I think all these little blue ones came from Amazon. And these black ones that are busted up came from Amazon, but they sure didn't last. Anyway, I am going to go in and have a bite to eat. Before the cold comes, I'm going to get another couple of bales of hay so I can constantly keep them eating. And when they eat and they feel warm and they feel full. Hi, baby boy. All right, I'm going to go in. Love you guys. God bless y'all. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.